I want to talk to you about the worst characters in Bleach Brave Souls because honestly, they're like what? I think the only free to get 5 to 6 stars uh, characters in the game, and even then, the way you get them is it takes a while. So if you go to the characters menu right here and you scroll down to the tickets, you should, if you've been playing a while, choose a 5-star frenzy character summons ticket. If you were playing even longer, like a long time ago, you might have these variations like a type A, type C, where they try to combine them. Eventually, they just combine it into that. So, as you can see, these are the characters. Now you might be wondering, why are they bad? It's because they're not very usable. And in fact, if you back up and look, that's 14 months worth of these new 5-star frenzy character summons tickets. Because as far as I'm aware, you only get them once a month in the middle of the month, if I remember correctly. So when you log in and you see like that 5-star, that like 6-star, actually it's like a 5-star ticket, that's what that's for. The only thing they're really useful for is orbs, because we're going to take a look at these characters. Now, in order to see what they are, I personally, since I have my filter set to rarity and 6-star, and I have them all at 6-star for the orbs, all I have to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, and I will see them. As you can see, these don't have the resurrection right there. All these ones don't have the resurrection. That's because they don't have a resurrection. If you look at the character details of this one's usable because it has a strong attack damage plus 18%, a strong attack recharge minus 10%. You know, it can be potentially used as a link, but its attacks are very bad. Like, look at that. It's a ranged attack, but look how small it is. If you see pretty much all the ranged attack characters nowadays, it's much bigger attack area. And if you look at its skills, look at that. It's maxed. See? Maxed. Look at these skills. Long reach, sprinter. It has really nothing on here that makes it useful at all. It is a very pathetic character. And this is considered one of the best ones just because of the link. In fact, there's worse characters than this one on here. And we're going to take a look at this one right here. Mayuri. Paralysis duration minus 60% and poison duration minus 55%. Look, 200 out of 200. Look at this. Sprinter plus 1, Havoc, Adrenaline, Poison resist, Paralyze resist, and increased strong attack damage plus 30%. Now, do I have anything? Okay, so yeah, there's no boosts or anything. So that's what it basically has. Let's check this guy's attacks. Look at how pathetic that attack is. It is not good. What does it? Yeah, okay. It has paralysis, or not paralysis, poison, and I think 2 paralysis and 3 poison. So that's okay, but would you really want to use this character? I know I wouldn't. Let's check Orihime, for example. Let's see what she has. Dodge. She has dodge 9%. This ain't 2015. This ain't useful anymore. Recover 18% stamina between quest areas. Well, the only place this would be useful for is not going to be able to take advantage of this recover 18% stamina between quest areas. This might have a potential chance at some point in the future being useful in brave battles at some point in the future. If the meta changes. But this is never going to be useful in brave battles because there's no screen transitions unless they decide to revamp it where you're able to transition between screens. I don't know. Not very useful. Let's take a look at this Toshiro. Freeze duration minus 55% and strong attack damage plus 18%. Blast zone. Okay, so yeah, pretty much useless. This is really bad. Like, these characters, they're not like you can farm them at any point in time. You literally, like, if you want a copy of every single one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 months. You're going to have to wait over a year for these crappy characters. They're really bad. They're really pathetic. This is horrible. Let's look at Aizen, because a lot of people like Aizen. Strong attack. Look, he has recover 16% stamina between quest areas and strong attack damage of 18%. Look at his skills. Not really useful at all here either. He has one of the worst status ailments in the game. That is Confuse. These Frenzy characters are horrible. They're not very useful. Like, honestly, if you had it where you could farm these characters in like a free-to-play area, you know, like maybe a single-player area, and then you occasionally added new ones to the list of where you could farm these, like as something to grind for, then maybe it could be useful because, you know, you'd be able to get orbs from grinding that area from all these ones instead of having to wait for that long. And if you continuously maybe add some of these like free-to-play characters like DBZ Dokkan does, it doesn't have to be anywhere near as powerful as, let's scroll all the way up. It doesn't have to be anywhere near as powerful as any of these characters at the top. Like, for example, this Aizen and this Yamamoto, they don't have to be that powerful. Just give them guard break, just give them some basic stats. They don't even have to have the 80%. They don't have to have any of the main ones. Like, for example, like if we go click on this character right here, doesn't have to have, hey, there we go. It doesn't have to have shared complete stats immunity. It doesn't have to have damage to burning or weakened enemies. It doesn't have to have status ailment spiritual pressure boost of 80%. It doesn't have to have all those. It could just have something like guard break, you know, some decent kits. You know, give them like maybe like their first strong attack bad. Sometimes their second strong attack is bad. You know, just make them usable and give them links. You know, make them good links. That could be really beneficial. They don't have to be the greatest characters. And then just maybe give us a new one of those every month. You know? Maybe make them as bad as a resurrection character that you do every month. You know, so for example, you do the resurrected characters, maybe take one of those characters and give like a different variation of it. And, you know, put that as the free-to-play character. Except for when you have a month where there's a limited character, let's say like a 1,000-Year Blood War or a Safwi character, you know, where it's a little bit. Then take one from like a previous premium resurrection. Give us an off version of that where it's, you know, just around as powerful as that. You know, it's not going to be broken because there's very few of those characters that are honestly really good. But you're getting a new free character every month. So you could have like different challenges like only using free-to-play characters. Like now if you were to try to do that, you'd basically only be using Frenzy and premium tickets because, you know, you'd be farming the point event and using the premium summon tickets and the BBS tickets to pull from the premium pool. That's basically what a free-to-play challenge would look like. You would not be able to spend orbs on any of the gachas. Like, so you wouldn't be able to, like, for example, you wouldn't be able to summon on any of these banners with your orbs. The only thing you'd be able to do is spend your orbs on soul tickets and collect these summon tickets. Now, obviously, depending on how you want to do it, some people might include the challenge to have the really cheap subscription. So you get the extra 10 tickets. You know, it's like, what, $4, $5? You know, so some might include that part of the challenge, but they just won't spend orbs on the actual banners. So, you know, you do have that as a potential option, and it's going to depend on the individual person and how they want to alter that challenge. What do they call it? Mostly free-to-play, I guess. Free-to-play, except for subscription. You know, they could work on that. But overall, those are the worst characters in the game. And you can see why. That's one of the things that I really wished K-Lab would work on, is giving us like free-to-play versions. Because that's one of the things that I liked farming and grinding in DBZ Dokkan Battle. Was I liked how you could grind those characters and work on them and get like a free-to-play character from them. I like that. They would get like, I think they usually get like 1 to 2 per event. So if you gave us like 2 of those every event, I'd be really happy. They don't have to be as broken. Like I said, don't make them anywhere near as strong as the modern day characters. Just make them about as strong as the current resurrection characters are. So like, you know, if we come out with What were the more recent resurrection characters? Let's go to the album real quick. I can't remember why I had that there. So let's look for the resurrection characters. You have a recent ones that a lot of people were looking forward to. Oh yeah, they would be down here because they were looking forward to them for a while. Here we go. These right here. So let's take a look at this Ichigo. They could have this. This character right here as a free-to-play character would not be that bad because of the increased coin drops and increased crystal drops. Although the fact that he does not have guard break is still a little bit annoying. I would put on those characters, I would have them all have guard break. That'd be like a minimum. Because pretty much everyone has guard break nowadays. You know, this one has frenzy. You know, this wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, he's still a little outdated with his normal attack, but hey, we're getting him as a free-to-play character. Could be useful. And if we click this one right here, Poise, Sprinter, Enhancer, Flurry, Decreased damage taken, Devastation. What were his skills? So damage taken and normal attack damage. So, you know, a good link right there. That would be a really good link. I didn't check the links for these characters. So this would be a pretty good link as well. Strong attack recharge and strong attack damage. And if we take a look at this Ichigo, this is a pretty good link as well. So overall, if you gave us characters that were about as strong as this as free-to-play characters, like not this, but like, you know, as time goes on, about as strong as like the ones you're currently getting. So for this month, maybe our free-to-play characters that we would get would be basically maybe be a Chad and Yu. And they would be on par or is about similar strength level as these two characters are. That would be really good, because then you'll have some months where you have really bad free-to-play characters and have some months where they're like really good and you should farm it. That's another thing to farm. Like, I don't like the fact that pretty much the only thing to farm in this game is BBS tickets from the point event, soul tickets, and whatever you call it, and the stuff to just make your characters more stronger. Like, if you were giving us like a new free-to-play character every month or two, maybe one for every every point event, I could honestly, so like it'd be like every other week, I could honestly see farming that pretty much every time. One, it's basically will help keep people to stick around because, well, they're orbs. That's 125 orbs per one, so it'll be what, 250 orbs a month. In addition, it'll help with their character collection bonus, or not bonus, but their character collection. Like, people really like collecting characters, and there's gonna be people out there who are like, hey, you know what? I can't collect every single pay-to-play character because it would take too long, and I would have to spend tons and tons of money. But I could focus on trying to collect every single free-to-play character. It would incentivize it. And now if you do, like, let's just say 2 every month, in 10 months, you're going to have 20 free-to-play characters. Which, you know, seems, you know, like a good amount. But then if you go over 100 months, that's 200 free-to-play characters. And then you have a roster that, you know, you can work with. And I personally would really, really like to see something like that and take advantage of, because honestly, frenzy characters should just be moved into the free-to-play character zone, and they could be some of the first ones you utilize, because I think that frenzy ticket is dumb. The fact that I would have to wait over a year, like as a new player, to get every single one of those is ridiculous at this point. They're not even good to be worth, like, you know, I mean, waiting for, because by the by the time you get to that point that you can use those characters, or like, you know, get all of those characters. Look, I could summon on this banner right here as a new player. Go like 5 to 10, just go 10 steps. Chances are, as a new player, your luck is gonna be good, and you're gonna wait. The hell! I wanted this one right here. Chances are, as a new player, you're gonna get. Like, oh, you can go even up to 26 steps on this one. So let's just say you go up to 10 steps on here. you're probably going to pull a few of these, maybe even the whole 3 main characters on this banner. And they're like, this character's one of the best tech characters in the game, if not the best tech character in the game. This is a good farmer, and this is a good Brave Battle character. So if you're able to get one of every single one of these characters, you're already off to a good start. You get a rerun banner in a few months for the 1,000 Year Blood War Yamamoto. Guess what? If you are able to pull Yamamoto, Aizen, and Ewok, you got another 3 really good characters. By the time that full year is up, you're probably going to have a really good collection of powerful characters that you can utilize to, you know, basically make the frenzy characters irrelevant, even as links. Because as time goes on, you're going to be getting resurrected characters that are actually going to be good. You know, for example, that Chad link and pretty much all those links there, the Uryu, they all are pretty dang good. Because not only are the links good, but their stats are good. That's one thing I think I forgot to show off, is the stats on those frenzy characters are very bad. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, and yeah, bye.